A Worldcoin-linked wallet moved 4.63 million WLD to Binance, and the transfer is getting attention because it appears deeply underwater relative to an earlier valuation. The wallet move is the fact, the motive is still an inference. Search interest is clustering around Worldcoin Shocking 1.25 M, but the important split is between what is confirmed and what is still missing. For traders, that means one wallet can change the mood without even placing a visible sale yet, simply by moving inventory onto a major exchange. That is why a single wallet transfer can become a market event before the first visible sell ticket even appears. That is why the move, filing, freeze, or proposal matters right now, not just as a headline, but as a test of who is exposed and what actually changes next. That distinction matters because traders often price the motive before they actually know it. The article and follow-on reports frame the deposit at about $1.25 million, with an unrealized loss of roughly $8.53 million versus the prior cost basis. An exchange deposit is not proof of a sale, but it puts possible supply in front of the market immediately, which is why traders react before any order is confirmed. On-chain tracking helps because it shows movement early, but it still cannot read intent with total certainty. That mechanism is what turns Worldcoin from a simple headline into a live market or policy problem. Once you see how the pressure is transmitted, the later price or governance reaction makes a lot more sense. This is where on-chain context helps and hype hurts. Large exchange deposits do not prove a sale, but they do put potential supply back into traders' field of view. The affected group includes spot traders, derivative desks, and anyone trying to separate treasury management from looming sell pressure. That gap between movement and motive is exactly where rumor spreads fastest. For traders, that means one wallet can change the mood without even placing a visible sale yet, simply by moving inventory onto a major exchange. Worldcoin Shocking 1.25 M is the phrase pulling in search traffic. But the real issue is when a big wallet that looks tied to insiders or early holders moves tokens to an exchange, the market starts pricing possible sell pressure immediately. The safest reading is to stick to clearly confirmed details and avoid stretching the conclusion beyond what the evidence can carry. What is confirmed here is the core event and the immediate consequence around Worldcoin. What is not confirmed yet is whether the headline converts into durable open market demand, direct product usage, or a completed follow-through event. The safest read is to note what moved, where it moved, and what kind of holder appears to be behind it without leaping straight to certainty. When a big wallet that looks tied to insiders or early holders moves tokens to an exchange, the market starts pricing possible sell pressure immediately. That does not automatically decide price direction, but it does tell you where the market is vulnerable if the next update goes the wrong way. A large deposit can still matter even if the seller never dumps everything at once, because the possibility itself changes positioning. The useful habit here is to separate the event itself from the assumptions people rush to stack on top of it. When the assumptions start outrunning the confirmed details, volatility usually widens before clarity improves. When people type Worldcoin Shocking 1.25 M, the useful answer is not a slogan. It is the mechanism behind the move. The next signal is whether the wallet keeps depositing or the flow stops without major spot selling. The next useful clue will come from whether the wallet continues to feed the exchange or goes quiet after the initial move. That next signal matters because it will tell you whether this stays a one-day shock, a tradable trend, a compliance shift, or a deeper trust problem. That is the part worth tracking after the noise fades.